Hey Gemini. I'm going to do a reading for the second half of December for you guys. Let's see. Well, I think you can hardly see it anyway. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm seeing that pretty quickly. Maybe not the specifics, but the overall. I feel like some of you guys probably recently, in the recent past, Two of Swords reverse, you've probably found out some information that you did not have privy to before. Could actually be a lot of information. Could be way more than you expected to find out, okay? And I feel like because of it, you feel like there's so many burdens to carry. Like, imagine each one of those wands is information that you have right now at your disposal, which you think would have made you feel better, right? But instead, you're actually realizing it's just heavy baggage now that you're having to carry with you everywhere, and it's just heavy, right? So I feel like in the future, basically, for the rest of December, you got the Queen of Swords reversed. Now, for some of you, yes, that could be you actually kind of snapping at people and being a little bit verbally bitchy. But I feel like for some of you, it's really more along the lines of like just being off balance and maybe perhaps seeing where in the past you had been handing your power over to other people, or you hadn't found your voice in the past and you kind of felt like people were running you over or not really respecting you and your position. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like in the future, say right now, you're just discovering all this. Like you discovered it, but you're sitting here carrying it with you. Let's put it that way. But as you move into the rest of the month, you're trying to figure out how to deal with it. Like, how do I go about this the right way? How do I not allow people to take advantage of me anymore? How do I assert myself and not have people try to control me or tell me what to do or argue with me or whatever? I feel like it's kind of a pace yourself situation where you know that you cannot tackle all of this information at once. You can't actually change who you are overnight. But the information you have changed your perception of so many things so fast that you're realizing how many places in your life where maybe you were a little bit verbally abusive in this area or verbally absent in this area, and then over here someone else was to you, and like you're seeing things from a completely different perspective now, and so you're having to figure out how to rebalance where you stand. Where is your voice? Where are you supposed to speak up? Where are you not supposed to speak up? Do you see what I'm saying? We do have the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I do feel like you are also going to be seriously focusing on other things, other projects, other people, other places, whatever the situation is. I think you realize that, it wasn't what you thought. The people that you thought you could trust, you realize not so much. The people that you thought had your back, not so much. Or, not even necessarily betrayal as much as you just don't feel like you fit in the way you thought you did before. Or you realize that, it's not like they did anything wrong. You might actually realize that you are different than what you thought you were, I don't know. I think, like, kind of almost don't want to say it because it sounds weird to be putting it in right here. But, like, say, when you get a diagnosis and all of a sudden you find out that you're an adult with autism, or all of a sudden you find out that you have ADHD, or all of a sudden you find out that your child does, or, you find out that, what I'm saying, something that really shifts everything. And all of a sudden you're like, holy fuck, I got to start over now. That kind of thing. And especially with that at the bottom of the deck completely reiterates that. So I kind of want to ask, I feel that one come out too. Okay, I want to ask, let's see, like, I'm pretty sure this card's already going to tell me, but I still just kind of want to know, how are you navigating the Queen of Swords energy reverse so that you can actually get to the root cause and what you need to do to change the situation. I have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Some of you, it is actually dealing with some institutional stuff. You know, it is going to be like a change in the way you view politics or religion, or like I said, a mental diagnosis, or a marriage or divorce type of thing. It can be, you know, school work, any kind of institutional stuff, right? Okay, so we do have, let's see, Nine of Cups reversed right next to the Ten of Wands. Four of Cups reversed. Give me a minute. We've got the Ace of Swords reversed. And the Hangman. Okay, for some of you, I do feel like some of you actually realized there were areas in your life where you were blind and maybe even a bit cocky or conceited, or I want to say like a know-it-all. And not like you meant to. It might have been something you really had a lot of passion about or really believed in. Now all of a sudden you realize that that's completely wrong. And you realize things are not so clear anymore. Things are not what you thought they were. They're not clear, cut, and dry. You're confused as fuck, right? And that's why you're like feeling like the Hangman in the future, because you're trying so hard to figure this out and it's freaking you the fuck out. Four of Cups reversed. Yeah, I don't feel like you have the options you thought you had. You're looking for new options, but the ones you thought you had, you don't. Like, it's just, nothing is what it was. This is a strange reading because it's really different from anyone else's so far. I really feel like you guys are dealing with a major shift in perspective. Like, this is, to me, almost more like internal work. I'm actually shocked we didn't get like the Tower reversed or something, but I don't feel like it's like, you know, like painful. There is a little bit of confusion and sadness, but I feel like it's really more of like in your head. Like, you're really having to like shift how you see things. You know, for some of you, it was someone else who was so arrogant and cocky and kind of mistreated you, and it kind of like it took until other people came and told you, you know, what they're saying about you behind your back, or you know what I mean, or it's almost like it took someone being a major asshole before you realized who you were dealing with. And like, say you finally realize that you are dealing with a narcissist. That could be another life-changing thing. You finally realize your boss, your partner, your father, or someone is a narcissist. And it's like it just mind blown, you know? And you see things from such a different angle. Like, everything that you knew is completely different now. So, okay. I'll pull an Akashic Tarot and see what they say. That is so strange. I mean, I can relate. I do have a lot in my third house. I can definitely relate to that. I've had that happen before. And like I was saying, I feel like I could be going through that. And it's just, it is strange when that happens, because it kind of flips your world on its head. You know, in a way, it's a good thing because it needed to be done. You need to know the truth. But then it completely changes how you see everything, and you have to like start over, you know? Okay. Not pulling all of you, I'll just take that one, the top, which is Archangel Gabriel, which is probably a really good one, because with all of this change in perspective, you know, so an angel of communication can be helpful. Gabriel is the divine messenger, the archangel of communication. He comes with his trumpet and scroll, as well as two gentle sparrows, signifying powerful yet peaceful expression. On his chest, he wears the crest of Mercury, the god of communication. This loving, see, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, this is totally a Gemini card, right? Because like, I have so much in my third house, so that's why I like to write. That's why I like to talk. I like to be able to communicate a lot, you know, which is the house of Gemini. On his chest, he wears the crest of Mercury, the god of communication. This loving angel carries the sacred words of truth into the world and brings them easily to you. When this card appears upright, it indicates a profound connection to this wonderful presence. Your power of expression is on the rise now. You will have an easier time communicating with others, expressing your feelings, and even working on projects involving communication, such as publishing, counseling, teaching, mediumship, journalism, marketing, radio, or television. Now is the time for any of these endeavors. But no matter what you do, remember the power of words. Call on Gabriel to inspire you and let yourself sing out. So I kind of like that because I feel like this giant change in perspective may on one hand make you feel like everything you thought you knew was wrong. Maybe not everything, but in some area. And then you feel like now all of a sudden you know everything. Like, I know it sounds weird. You still have so much you're figuring out. Like, you know, you still have a lot to navigate, but I feel like it has actually opened the door for you to have new horizons, new opportunities, whatever it is that you've learned. I think you realize, wow, I could specialize in this. I have so much experience in this and I didn't even know I had experience in this. And now I realize I'm a pro at this. So whatever it is that you have learned, all of this information, I think you've realized that like you really could write a book. You could become a social media influencer. You could, do podcasts, whatever it is. I feel like you actually realize that this could actually, like this being reversed is kind of like I feel like it's you trying to find your voice. You see what I mean? Like you kind of may not know where it is yet, but I feel like that's what you're kind of navigating. Like you're trying to work out the kinks right now, like you're hitting a little bumps in the road and everything else, but being the hanged man, it's like you really want to do it for the right reason and you're willing to, make some sacrifices to get there. And I think you're really wanting to do it the right way. You want to make sure that you do it the right way because this is something that could actually be a lifetime like career or change for you. That's amazing. So I love you and I bless you. Please like if you made it this far and subscribe if you want more from me. Until next time.